We can now speak to Jenn Pellegrino, a conservative television host and commentator who's the chief spokesperson for the America First Policy Institute. Jenn Pellegrino, thank you so much for coming on the program. I don't know if you watched the clips that we just played of Jon Stewart and Seth Meyers making fun of the president, saying, you know, basically being overly deferential towards him. I wonder if you found it funny.
You know, comedy, I think, died a long time ago in this country, unfortunately, with the rise of PC culture. You know, I remember how comedy was back in the 90s when I was growing up. It's changed a lot since then, where we've no longer found a way to be funny. But a lot of these late night TV hosts, again and again, keep slamming those of us on the right, especially those that are considered, quote unquote, MAGA. And it's gotten to a place where it's delivered a target on our backs. We saw that with then candidate Trump out on the campaign trail, nearly being assassinated. We saw with Charlie Kirk, obviously, in his assassination. That's what's led to a lot of this violence. And when that goes unchecked, that's when more and more people are afraid to get out there and have conversations. And we're at a place now where something has to be done about it.
Right. Are you drawing a line between what you think is unfunny humor and the brutal murder of Charlie Kirk?
Listen, when you look at the remarks from Jimmy Kimmel, you know, what's mind-boggling to me, Matt, is that there are more people concerned over a multimillionaire late-night TV host who's spewed lies and hatred toward those on the right than what happened to Charlie Kirk, a young father, a Christian, somebody who really leaned into his faith. And you don't see the outrage there. We've seen a lot of criticism of Charlie Kirk in the wake of his assassination. We've seen a lot of nasty comments from celebrities and otherwise. But yet here they are more concerned about what's happening to poor Jimmy Kimmel.
I beg to differ. I mean, I think there's been a lot of real shock and outpouring of grief for Charlie Kirk and his family. And I think to use the word hatred and what, you know, even Jimmy Kimmel was saying the other day, I think that's a bit strong, personally speaking. But I just wonder whether the difference here is that, you know, of course, there was cancel culture with the left in recent years, but this is the president using the force of the federal government to go after people that he doesn't like because they're making fun of him or they're critical of him. That's not American, is it? That's not democracy. You know, that's pathetic.
And that's a misunderstanding on part of a lot of the media right now. They think it's because they're critical of President Trump that he's going after them. That's not the case.
Else?
I've been in the briefing room with this president, Matt. I've been in the briefing room many times when he says, CNN, let's go. What's your question? He speaks to everybody in that room, regardless of what their angle is. He wants to have that dialogue.
But he doesn't like being made fun of.
Listen, he wants the truth. That's all everybody wants here. And when you lie about MAGA and what the MAGA believes is as relates to this assassin, that's when it becomes a problem, because that leads to a target on all of our backs. It makes all of us unsafe. Right. And that's where we've gotten to. The temperature has gotten so high in this country. I mean, Charlie Kirk got out there and had conversations with people in a peaceful way. But somehow we've been unable to do that. And we go after, you know, conservatives like that. This is what it leads to.
Okay, but you know, the Supreme Court is very clear, as is the Constitution. If it's coercion, which is what it seems like to a lot of people, it is unconstitutional. It's trampling on the First Amendment. If it's persuasion from the government, that's okay. But this is more than that, isn't it? This is coercion.
Listen, we are all for the First Amendment here at the America First Policy Institute. The president believes in the First Amendment. Again, there have been a lot of lies going on right now, and these lies are very dangerous. They're putting a lot of people in harm's way. We're just steps from the White House here. A lot of the people I work with are concerned about security as a result of what's going on right now. So listen, this is not about silencing voices. It's about making sure we're being fair here and we're not targeting people.
But just very briefly, I mean, the right was very adamant about cancel culture and how this was the end of free speech. You're doing exactly the same to the people you don't like right now, aren't you?
We're not. I mean, you look back to
you're threatening to shut down channels.
The last administration was covered. Look how the last administration was covered when they lied about a president who was in such cognitive decline and turned a blind eye to it. And now we're hearing all about what was going on with that administration. Yet this administration, all in the 97%, 92%, at least at 100 days negative coverage. Listen, you can be critical. We're not saying that's a problem, but when it crosses a line and leads people to be inspired to get violent, that's a problem. And that's what this president is pushing back on. That's what we all want to push back on. We're all for open dialogue, having a conversation, much like Charlie Kirk had. We welcome diverse views and opinions, and we have them within MAGA. But this has crossed a line.
All right. Many people would beg to differ. Jenn Pellegrino, thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you.